flown slightly too close to the sun. Hi troops, welcome back to my channel. If you've never seen my face before, hello, I'm Pigeon and I run the Pigeon's Nest. If you are looking for gorgeous aesthetic studio vlogs, this is not the one. We are scrappy, we are messy, we are running a business out of my house in a 50 square foot unit. So this is what we're doing. In this vlog today, we are making a new product. Brand new. I talked about it in the last vlog. I want to make some large shopper totes. The ones that I've been trying to source for my print on demand are not the one. I want some big, meaty shopper totes to go with my emotional support project pouches that I make. So I want to make a big version of those. Those pouches are great to hold like 300 grams of yarn worth of project and yarn and your hook and your scissors and your pattern. They're great. But if you're making a blanket or one of my cardigan patterns, you need something bigger. And I don't want like a regular tote because they don't stay open when you are crocheting, which for me is a big deal because I actually want to work my project out of the bag, especially, sorry, my boiler's just started. That's not the one, is it? Especially as summer's coming. I don't want crochet on my body when it's hot. I just don't want it. Nobody wants that. So I have had a sample arrive. I did an order to get more of my regular pouches, but while I was there, I sort of spotted the perfect shopper tote. So I got a sample and we're gonna have a go at making a big bag. So let's get going, shall we? So I'm gonna show you the tote. I saw this online and I was like, holy mackerel, that is perfection. So it's like a jute, it's called a jute printer's tote. So the sides, I've got like waterproofing. This is like quite hardcore. Also, I love the fact that it's black, so it won't get as dirty as quickly. Hello. You can get them in other colours, but I thought to start with, we'd just do this. So my plan is that I am going to use my locklet cutter to cut the vinyl. I should be able to fit this in the press. It looks about the right size. First of all, though, I need to blow up the size. I need to tweak the sizing of the emotional support pouch file to cut it slightly bigger because it needs to be slightly bigger. I'm not sure how big I think it needs to be though. Oh my gosh, family life. Family life everywhere, all over my house, because a family lives here. How awful. A ruler. Right, okay. Alexa, what's 11 inches in centimetres?
11 inches is 27.94 centimetres.
Okay. How wide? 25? Oh, we've got the stars as well, so I kind of want it. So I've done it at 11 inches, which kind of works out great, I think, for like the sizing from that side to that side. That's gonna be 11 inches. And I've worked out I can just about, very close to the edge there. I can fit 2 on a 12 mat, which is gonna save me so much waste. I'm really happy about that. I know this looks insane. That's because I've put cut lines for ease for weeding to make it super easy for myself to weed it later. That needs to be longer. So I know it looks insane with all these little lines all over, but it's just to make my weeding process easier. That's something I've learned from doing the project pouches. And this is actually just my project pouch file, like, whooped. So I'm really pleased I can fit 2 on here. That's gonna eliminate a lot of waste. Nice, and that's gonna like keep my costs down as well. very sticky. Right, I actually got new vinyls, so I'm using a different company now. So I think the peel's going to be different. That might be an issue. I had some issue with an orange and a pink that I ordered a little while ago for my pouches. The bright pink's here now. But I also had to order a whole hoop nanny full of black because I use it a lot. So let's get this. Ooh, this is wider as well. This is really wide. Jeez Louise. Right. Okay. I'm gonna roll it out. Am I? Oh God. Well, now I am. Now I am. It's already rolled out. That was a mistake. I wanted to use my rotary cutter. Because that's... And I don't want to do that on the table, obviously. That was my first mistake. I actually wanted to... Oh, no, I can still put it on a chopping board and use my rotary... No, because it'll be off the edge. I wanted to use my rotary cutter because it's much nicer. So I tend to do like a rough measure and then use the rotary cutter. If I know this only has to be 11 inches, no, I'm taking it off and I'm going to use the rotary cutter. Just there. Oh God, hit myself in the face. Could I use a cutting mat? Yes, I have one under this table. Can I be bothered to get it out? No, I'm going to use a wooden chopping board. You're all going to tell me off for this, aren't you? And you're all going to say, don't use your fabric rotary cutter. Guys, it's not that deep. It's fine. I can buy new blades. To make this life easy for myself, I can definitely buy new rotary cutter blades. So buttery smooth. That is so much easier than using my scissors. That's so much easier. I need to clean this mat. I don't know how to do that. Not a job for today. I think I'll actually get another one, a third one out of the excess, which is awesome. I wonder if that's the same width as the emotional support pouches. What are they, 9 inches? 8 inches? I keep all my scraps anyway, so I'm gonna do that. I'll keep the scraps. I mean, I'm sorry, that's not a scrap. That's a huge piece of vinyl, so I think that might fit either one more of the totes on. So if I do decide to do these, then at least they'd fit the scrap, or I know it will definitely fit a pouch one, so. Right, okay, let's cut. I forgot that when you mirror it, it moves it across the plate, so it's all cut off squiff now. That's a waste of... Annoyingly, that is a waste of vinyl. I'm gonna have to cut it again. Okay, that's fine. I've got to go for pickup in 15 minutes and I really want to try and get this pressed today. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it done. No, you're all off the mat. You're all squiffy with. It needs to be like here, the design finished here. Damn it! Bloody hate waste. I literally can't, I don't even want to make seconds out of these, really. Right, do that again, shall we? Trials and tribulations of learning something new. Big breaths, everyone. It's not that big a deal. It's not that big a deal, not being chased by a tiger. It again. Second time lucky. Let's do the tasks. I didn't need to knock it over. Let's try again. Let's go round again. Now I hacked at this one with scissors rather than using the rotary cutter, and I'll show you what I did. Let's hope that's fine, shall we? I've got to do the school run in about 10 minutes. So this is not going to make it to the press. I don't even know if I'm going to have time to weed it before I go and do pickup. And I don't know what the etiquette is here. Can you just weed it and leave it like sticky as long as it's somewhere safe? Is that a good shout? I'm not like well versed as a heaty vinyl user. Maybe I should wait, because then at least it's got all the protective film on it, and I'll weed it tomorrow. I can't do it tonight. I am gonna pick up the boys, then I'm gonna go and I've got to bring them home. They need to have their dinner, and then at 5:15, I leave here to go teach tonight. I've got all the kits in my car ready to teach at the Good Stitch, so I'm not gonna have time to weed and press. It's looking good. It's looking good. This is the worst thing about working at the kitchen table is I need to go get the boys right now, so I'm having to leave this here. Whew. Right, let's go get the kids. Good morning, guys. It is the weekend. I'm trying really hard not to work on the weekends, but I really do want to get this done. We have just, I'm not say just because it's now like nearly 10:30. We had breakfast a little while ago. We've all just gone off and done our own thing. Okay, they don't need to go in the wash then, my love. So I need to clear the table so I can sit and weed and then go to the office and press that design.
Okay, slight problem. So, I don't know if you could see on the video, but these won't fit in my press. And they would fit in flat, but this is plastic in here and that's gonna melt. What I wanted to do was kind of slide it on my machine like that. The autopress is really, really heavy, so I don't know if I could put it on something that was like slightly protruding, like an ironing board or something, but we haven't got a big ironing board, we've only got a little one, so that's got little legs, that's not gonna... Balls. Okay, right, I'm gonna hand press it then, using my little hand press. This is different vinyl as well that I'm used to. I think this is hot peel. We are learning as we go. Also, that vinyl was buttery smooth to weed. So I will link the vinyl that I've used in the description because that was lush. That is the easiest peel of like weeding that I've ever had. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it presses just as nicely. Actually was quite easy. The peel was actually good. Oh, it looks so cute. Hang on. So it looks so cute. Right, let me, I'll put you down somewhere so you can see it. I'm really excited. That was so easy. I think I might just be able to hand press them and not put them in the press. Okay. I should probably explain myself, shouldn't I? Yeah, so I did that spicy brain thing where I just followed the dopamine. I put it up for pre-order and I was doing my crochet and chill chat. 2 of them went in the chat as soon as I said to them that it's up. I announced it to the Patreon. I announced it to my mailing list. And then the next morning I told Instagram it was up and they sold out within 36 hours. I started off by doing a pre-order for 50 because I was like, yeah, 50, that's loads, that's loads. And then Kaiti messaged me and was like, that's loads, stop, because you have to press them all. So I did a pre-order for 25. Yeah, and they sold out within 36 hours. So that was unexpected. So I wasn't expecting these to go this well. I've also had lots of emails just being like, and lots of DMs just being like, when are they going to be restocked? Oh dear. I may have flown slightly too close to the sun. But yeah, I wasn't expecting them to go so quickly or go so well. I actually have ordered 30 because I'm expecting a few seconds while I get used to doing the process. There is always a few seconds when I do stuff, so I've ordered 30. I'm a bit surprised because yeah, the regular totes that I've done, there was no interest in them really, but that's because they were the wrong size. That's why I decided I was getting rid of them, because they were the wrong size. So these are obviously the right size and the right shape for my lovely customers, for you lot. They're the right shape for me. I actually love mine. My new blanket design and working out of it, it's really helpful. I can keep a pouch of smaller bits in the big bag with the big stuff. Yeah, so I now need to make 25 for customers in a row. I don't know if I'm going to do that today. I don't know if I've got time to do that today. It might be later. But yeah, I need to start cutting and pressing the rest of... I just followed the dopamine, guys. This is what I like about being a small business though, because they can just be really agile. And Mr. Pigeon works in a very large global corporate company, and he says he talks about my business quite a lot. I can sketch an idea on a Monday, I can put it in production on Tuesday, and I can be posting them out to you by Friday. And I do like being that agile. So I think the next lot of totes, if these ones press okay, if it's not an ordeal for me to do like 25 of them, I think I will put another 25 up for pre-order, maybe early June. Yeah, crazy. So as you can see, I actually started working on the 25 pre-order totes. I'm actually going to leave this video here because I don't think you need to sit and watch me cutting and weeding any more vinyl, to be honest. If you have bought one of these 25 totes, thank you so much. I literally just follow the dopamine when it comes to this sort of thing. I just make products that I want as a crocheter, and that's how I run my whole business, and that's how I've always run it, so I don't see that changing anytime soon. If you have made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for supporting my content. Please give me a like, a comment, and subscribe if you haven't. There is more of this nonsense coming soon. So yeah, thanks so much guys. I will see you in the next one. Love you, bye.